Hi, today I'm going to talk about the story The Frog Prince, where I'm gonna mention important aspects in this narrative. The fairy tale The Frog Prince tells the story of a princess who loses her golden ball in a fountain and makes a deal with a frog to get it back. Despite her initial disgust, the princess promises the frog that she will live with him and her enjoy her comforts in exchange for returning the ball. However, once the frog fulfills his part of the bargain, the princess forgets about him and rejects him when the frog tries to enter her house. Finally, pressured by her father, the princess allows the prince to enter, and each night the frog transforms into a handsome prince as they sleep. The prince explains that he was enchanted and thanks the princess for setting him free, and the princess agrees to marry the prince and they live happily ever after in their kingdom. The moral or lesson conveyed by this tale is the importance of keeping promises and being true to one's word. The princess learns not to underestimate and belittle others, since appearances can be deceiving and generous action can have unexpected rewards. The two characters I chose are the princess and the frog. The princess is described as a beautiful young woman wearing a cap and clothes. It is mentioned that she wears fine clothes and jewelry, indicating her royal status. The personality of the princess shows a certain arrogance and disdain towards the fraud. However, as the story progresses, the princess proves courage and willing to keep her word. The princess is the main character of the story, and her action of promising the fraud to live with the trigger the event of the tale. Through her transformation, the princess learns the importance of loyalty and keeping promises. For example, I will tell her she shall have what she asked for, and she said, if you bring me my ball, I will do whatever you ask. The princess lowered her head and dived into the water. After a while, he came out with the ball in his mouth. The fraud is eventually described as distinguished by the princess. However, it is later revealed that the fraud is actually an enchanted prince who transforms into a handsome young man when the princess fulfills her promise. His personality shows persistence and patience as he pursues the princess to fulfill his end of the bargain. Despite the princess's initial disdain, the frog continues to help her and is grateful when he is released from the spell. The frog is key character in the tale. His presence and demands challenge the princess and lead her to learn uh, important lessons about faithfulness and generosity. His final transformation into a prince demonstrative that the appearances can be deceptive. Considering that the moral is based on keeping promises and not judging by appearances, I think that in today's world, where outward appearances are often valued and commitment and empathy are neglected, the moral is still relevant. It reminds us of being true to our words and treating others with kindness and understanding. A personal experience I can say is that learned not just by appearances and to give fair chances. In a modern version of the Frog Prince, Amelia discovers a magical amulet in the forest, granting her the power to talk to animals, and she met Freddy in a brave frog trapped in an amphibian form by an ancient spell. Determined to help, Amelia joins Freddy on a quest to find the witch and break the spell. They face magical challenges trust each other, and become close friends and cunning and perseveration. They found the switch, break the spell, and Freddy becomes a human explorer. They celebrate their victory, sharing the relationship, and the importance of fighting for belief.